Hi guys, Tori here with a new lesson. I'm very happy to have you here. Thank you for joining me. And today we have an absolute cracker. This is one of my own creations. It's a neo-soul kind of vibe thing going on in the electric guitar. And what I'm doing with this lesson is I wanted to take a simple chord progression, just a couple of chords, and see what I could do with them. Alright, by using concepts like the cage system, using scales, the major scale, pentatonics, triads, and all these different things. Because sometimes it seems like there's so much knowledge out there you don't know where to start. So I tried to cram all this stuff into the lesson, and I've broken it down piece by piece, telling you exactly what's going on in my head as I'm creating this. And hopefully it shows you what you can do when you have this knowledge and how you can turn something that's pretty simple into a more complex melody that is very expressive and creative. So anyways, I'm not going to waste any more time talking. I'm going to zoom in, I'm going to break it down piece by piece. Enjoy, and I'll see you soon. Alright, so the first note, or the first move that we're going to learn goes like this. Picking here, alright? So we've got a lot going on here. So what we're doing is we're using a G chord. Alright? And I'm using it in the Hendrix fashion, which means I've got my thumb over the low E, and I'm using this shape here. I've got my finger on 3, 4, and 5. Right? The B, the G, and the D, and I've got my thumb over there. And that's also muting, quite naturally, the A string. Right, and I kind of get this stab, the bass note, then okay. Now the good thing about this is my fingers are in prime position to move around the fretboard. All right, and I'm going to catch the major scale here to create a little melody bass line to get into my B minor 7. I'm going to go like this, right? So I'm sliding from 5 to 7, back to 5, 3. And that's just part of the majors. Alright, you get these notes to work with. Alright, so. And then again a little stab here. So I'm hammering in to this B minor 7 chord. Alright, so again I've got my middle finger on 3 in the B, and my third finger on the D string on the 4th fret, like that. Okay, it's like an A minor shape with your pinky off. So far we've got, okay, and then I'm going to hammer on that high E with my pinky on the 5. Then I'm going to get the take it off again, like that. And then the B string. Okay. Then an A minor. We'll go down 2, up 2, and then I'm going to climb into a C. 0, 2, 3, and then hammer on 2 in the D and pull off. Or sorry, just get the open string. So again. And then I'm gonna, now what I'm doing here, this is actually a cool version of a D chord that I'm playing here. Right? I'm going to slide into that twice, just from that C shape, then back into my G chord again. So a little recap on all of that again, nice and slow. So the next section, I am going to do the same chord progressions. So basically, we're using a G, B minor 7, to an A minor, to a C, then a D, and then a G. So why don't you take a note of that, and we're basically just going to do the same thing, but we're going to use the cage system to identify those chords higher in the neck to give us some different voicings to use. Alright, so this time I'm going to go G. Alright, now I'm doing the exact same thing there, chord-wise. I'm going G, B minor 7, E minor 7, and then arpeggiating C. Alright, so let me take you through that nice and slow. So we're going to slide from 5 to 7 on the A, back to 5, slide from 7 to 9, back, and then I'm going to get 7 on the B note on the low E string, right? And that's number 7. Alright. And then, if I bar that whole fret, I've got B minor 7 basically, right? And I've also got the minor pentatonic scale on my fingertips as well. So I'm going to get this high E, I'm going to strum down, and I'm going to strum back up again. And then the same, I'm going to fret 5 for my E minor. Alright. And then I'm going to do this little move. And that's me sliding from a C triad, alright, using the A shape, into a D triad. Okay, just like you got a C and a D. Alright, so it's a clever way of doing that. And what I'm doing is I'm climbing down the C notes from C. Because if you look at this would be, if you look at the decay system, this would be the G shape for C, then the A shape. If that makes sense, alright, so I'm going to go 8, 7, alright, from the E, 8, then A, 7. Then I'm going to come into that A triad on 5, alright, so I've just got the D, G and B. I'm going to slide up from 5 to 7, alright, then I'm going to get it again. Do this little move, sliding my third finger from 9 to 11 and then 10 on the B. Alright, so let's just go over that again. And hopefully you're seeing that we can be a bit more creative if we look for those shapes on those chord voicings around the fretboard. Gives us a lot more dynamic when we're creating a chord progression. So we're then going to go in to the next chord progression, which goes from an E minor, G, D, C, D, G. Okay, we're going to repeat that twice. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to get my E minor 7 here, right? Cool way of doing that. Just gotta make sure you can see my pick over here, alright? So, again, I'm hammering that E minor 7. And I'm getting that high E. And then I'm climbing up that chord. And then, look how close we are to a G chord, right? Using the C shape. Caged there. I've just got that note there to add on, right? And that's me got a G chord. So that's what my thinking is when I'm going into these notes. Okay? And when you've got this, you've also got shape 4 of the pentatonic scale, which is very like shape 1, with these notes to play with. Alright? So that section goes like that. Right? 10 on the A. Hammer on the D and pull off. Alright, from 7 to 9. 10, 9, 5. Alright. Alright, and then again, I can use this D here. Alright, so I'm kind of barring the 2 middle string, hammering on from 5 to 7, back off again, 7, sorry, 5, 3, alright. Then I'm going to slide from 5 to 7 on the A, and again get that double stop. So I'm doing that. Sorry, I should mention that I'm kind of getting both strings here, right? From 5 to 7 on the D and G. Then I'm sliding from 7 to 9 again. Then again hammering into that E minor 7 again. So nice and slow. Okay, so the next lick goes like this. Alright, so very similar to the last one. Again, we're hammering in to that E minor 7 chord. And then, again, hammering on that D, and pulling off on 7. 10, 7, 10 on the A. And then I'm going to slide to 12, 10 on the A. Then I'm going to use my index finger to 12 on the E. And then come back and hammer in to this D chord, just using the E-shaped bar chord. Alright? And then chromatically go down to the C chord. So again, nice and slow. To finish it off, we're going to use a thing called sixths, and it's a really pretty sound using the major scale, using sixth intervals, which goes like this. Alright, so I'm doing some sliding my middle finger to 9 on the G, high E on 8, then 7 on the G and E, 5, 5, and then I'm going to use this A minor triad, bottom 3 string, to B minor, and back again, then back into my G chord. Okay, so you can use the intro at the start as a point of reference for the song. I hope you enjoyed that. It is a long one, it is a bit of a challenge, but I hope you enjoy learning it as much as I enjoyed creating it. Alright guys, take it easy, and if you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Thanks, and see you soon with the next lesson.